Good morning. Happy hump day to my fam on Atlanta News First. I am here to talk to you, Weather Wednesday, about some big changes. You probably noticed them this morning as you woke up. It is cloudy outside. Perhaps you've already seen some rain. If you haven't seen any rain yet, let me show you what you are in for. Here's a look at our current satellite imagery and radar. This is the loop over the last 3 hours. You can see scattered storms moving across Alabama. I have the lightning tracker on, so you can see there's definitely some lightning embedded in that rain moving through Birmingham and Montgomery. That is headed towards us. Zooming out, the bigger picture shows the cold front that's bringing us this rain. That's way back in the Midwest. Now, guys, we have about 20 more hours of rainfall before this system moves out. So we are going to see rounds of it through the afternoon. It's going to get really heavy this afternoon. I know that's probably not what you want to hear, considering the Braves are playing just after 4:30 p.m. today. It looks like it could at least be a delay. If not, the game may be canceled. Now, I have talked to the crew at the Braves Stadium at Truist and asked them kind of what is the whole thing that happens on the field. How do they go to a delay? What constitutes, stopping a game? I'm going to get into that very shortly. But for those of you who are like, I don't care about the Braves, I just want to know about my forecast. All right, let's talk about it. Here's your hour by hour. So you can see that heavier rain spreads in by 2 p.m. It's light to moderate showers across much of North Georgia. East Georgia still looks dry at 2 p.m. North Georgia still looks dry at 2 p.m. But then by 4 and 5 p.m. you can see that moderate to heavy rain all across Metro. This is going to give us a very rainy, messy evening commute. After midnight is when the cold front arrives, so you can see we see a little break in the rain at 10 p.m. and then more thunderstorms overnight. Okay, back to the Braves very quickly to show you what's going on. You headed out to Truist 2 p.m. It still looks maybe just like it's going to be light rain, but if you are going to go into the stadium to watch the game, definitely bring a poncho or a rain jacket, because 5, 6 p.m., especially 7, even 8 p.m., it looks very rainy. We could even see a few rumbles of thunder. Now, like I said, I've talked to the crew at the Braves about what constitutes a rain delay. They will play in the rain. If there is lightning, they will have to stop the game. If they hear thunder, then they have to stop the game for 30 minutes until they don't hear thunder anymore. It's the 30-30 rule. I'm sure you know it, especially if you have kids and you take them to the pool in the summer, right? That applies to Truist Park. Now, if the rain gets too heavy and the field gets too wet, then they have to stop the game as well to cover the field and to dry it off. So there's a lot of possibilities here that would constitute the game stopping 2, 3, 4 innings in. That's likely to happen today. So that is something to note if you are a huge Braves fan. Also want to note the severe risk is low today, but it is present. There's a level 1 risk for severe weather across West Georgia. That just means that an isolated strong storm with gusty winds is possible, but I really don't think we're going to see much in terms of severe weather today. And also, guys, we do need this rain desperately. The last time we saw measurable rainfall was September 20th. What is today? It's the 12th. So that's almost a month ago. So we definitely need this rain. If you like fall color and the fall foliage, if we don't get some substantial rainfall, those leaves, they're going to turn brown and fall right off the trees right around peak leaf color time. So we definitely need that for the fall color as well. We're looking at about 1/2 inch to 1.25 inches of rain. That is really good news. Here's another piece of good news. Tomorrow, by the time you step out the door, the rain will be out of our hair. It will be cloudy through the first half of the day, but then the clouds will break, sun will come back out, we'll get a nice breeze. It's actually going to end up being a pretty nice afternoon tomorrow, all in all. Tomorrow night, though, is when a little quick cold blast arrives. So tomorrow we'll see afternoon highs in the 70s. It feels fantastic outside, but by the time you step out the door Friday, you need to be ready for this. This is your Friday morning lows. Blairsville will be near freezing, okay? Dalton, 39 degrees. Areas north of the city, very likely to dip into the 30s, mid-30s in Rome. Low 40s for most of Metro. This is one of the coldest mornings we've had so far. But that cold air will not last. We jump right back up into the 80-degree range on Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. We're looking at a high of 81 on Saturday. We will see cloudy skies return on Sunday, but it still stays dry with a high near 80. So really nice weekend, pleasant nights as well. About 20 degrees warmer with highs in the mid 50s, then on Saturday night, then on Friday morning. So something notable there as well. So Sunday, that cloud cover that we're talking about, that is the front end of a very strong but dry cold front that will arrive next week. That cold front is going to impact the United States a lot, especially the eastern United States. This is the temperature outlook next week. So this is October 17th to the 21st. You can see a major cold blast settles in to the eastern United States. Guys, we're talking the coldest air that we felt in about 6 months. Yeah, let that settle in. We've had unseasonably cool temperatures through the majority of the last month. The average high for this time of year is 76. We've had a lot of days in the low 70s, right? And a lot of mornings in the 40s. So it's been unseasonably cool. Next week it gets even cooler. We're talking mid to late November temperatures here. Highs only in the 50s and 60s, and that cold air will arrive Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Megan was asking me earlier, Megan Packer, she's like, how long is this going to last? My family's in town from Philly, and I told them the weather's going to be nice. It's not going to be that nice. This will be a very, I wouldn't say quick, it'll be a short-lived cold blast. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday look like the chilliest days, but some areas will dip to near freezing. We could even see our first freeze in some areas early next week. Usually our first freeze in Metro Atlanta comes in the second week of November, so we're getting it a month early in some areas. Here's a look at Wednesday morning right now, one of our long range models, and I've overlaid the temperatures below 32 from looks like Union County up through Helen, White County, so the higher elevations of northeast Georgia. That is where the threat for below freezing temperatures will come in Wednesday of next week. But you know, we still have time for this to develop. If that cold blast at that little upper level low gets a little bit stronger, dips a little bit further south, we could see a more widespread freeze. So something to note as we head into next week. So 7-day forecast here, lot to diagnose on the 7-day forecast. Temperatures in the low 70s today. We got that first alert for the rain. We're looking at about 1 inch of rain. Again, can't rule out a stray thunderstorm. I definitely expect some rumbles of thunder through the afternoon. The highest rain chance will be between about 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. tonight, and then again overnight. That 40% of rain you see on Thursday, that's just for a few scattered showers in the morning. But by the time you step out the door on Thursday, it will be dry with p.m. clearing. Friday morning will be chilly. We talked about that, but look at Friday afternoon, just perfection, okay? Perfection. We start warming very quickly. Saturday, 81 and mostly sunny. I mean, come on, doesn't get better than that. Sunday still stays warm, but it will be a little bit cloudier. We could get a stray shower Monday morning. That's along that big blast of cold air that arrives along that strong cold front. And then we're first alerting next Tuesday for the major cool off. So once again, this is when we start seeing more dynamic weather. We're headed into mid-fall. We're going to start to see lots of changes, lots of up and downs in the forecast, and that's why we have the biggest team here to keep you updated. Again, we are tracking that quick cool down, then the warm up, then the cool down, and a lot could change in that forecast. So we will do another one of these very soon. Until then, just know that it is going to be a very rainy afternoon. Okay? Guys, have a great day.